Good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, September the 10th today, and we finally have a nice window for harvest. So we've been pretty busy out with the weigh wagons this week. Thank you to everyone who was able to make it out to our crop tours last week. We had quite a bit of fun and only got rained out once. If you missed the crop tours but would like to tour one of those plots, please let us know before harvest time. We'll meet you out there and we can go over the whole new lineup with you. Congratulations to Fieldview Farms for winning that fishing trip, and to Ernie Beckert and Doug Chornaboy for winning the Jets tickets from our draw there. Next, we'll take a look at what's going on in the corn and soybeans based on the weather we've had in the last week. The most common question we've been getting over the last week has to do with frost, as well as what we can expect for the crop moving forward. Right now, I'm in a silage cornfield in the Friedensfeld area that was hit by frost about a week to 10 days ago. In the first 2 days after the frost, we saw that upper canopy actually got a little bit darker and almost had a water-stained look to it. But now, after at least a week of drying, we can see that tissue is actually dried out, and those leaves won't be helping that crop to produce any more sugars this year. What's critical here is that, especially as we move into the field, there's a little bit less damage further down, but even on the outside of the fields, the lower leaves here up to the ear leaf really aren't affected that dramatically. So they're going to keep adding sugar and carbohydrates into that ear, and as a result, we'll be building our yield as well as our bushel weight moving forward. What's critical for corn production with fall frost is whether or not the ear shank freezes. So that's the tissue between the base of the ear and the stalk itself. So all of those sugars need to go through there, and if it freezes solid and the tissue dies, that'll be the end for any starch accumulation. So in this case, the ears are still upright, so we're still building yield and building bushel weight as well. At this time of year, we're really looking at that milk line progression after our full dent. So if we just have a bit of milk line showing, we're looking at a 30% yield loss if we had a killing frost on a crop like that. By half milk line, we're closer to 12 to 15% yield loss, and it'll go down from there. Again, if we do freeze and have a killing frost at about half milk line, we'd be expecting bushel weights to be around 53 pounds per bushel. So that's obviously not ideal for marketing purposes. But again, for all the corn that we've looked at so far, we're not seeing that there was a killing frost, and really it just slows it down a little bit. But with some good weather, sunshine, and heat moving forward, we can still expect a great corn crop. Just like in corn, we've seen a lot of soybean fields where the frost has damaged the upper canopy of those plants. However, further down, there's often still some green leaves left. On the soybean front, if we're at full green seed, so that would be an R6, we'd be looking at 25 to 30% yield loss if we had an absolute killing frost at this point. Really, once we're in that R7 stage where we have some yellow pods on there, as well as the first ones starting to turn the tan or brown color and being mature, we're looking at a 5 to 10% yield loss of a killing frost. Obviously, we want to get to full maturity on those soybeans where they're that nice dry tan or brown color and the seed is actually loose inside of those pods. But again, overall, we haven't seen the killing frost that we were worried about, and really we're expecting some good yields moving forward. Thanks again for watching our videos, and please don't hesitate to give us a call if you have any questions about your crop.